What is going on, guys? We are back for another DSP video, and today we are looking at the return of Kino Casino. We are looking at DSP simping for them, DSP going after a Cog, Metaphor not doing so well, the streak dies again, and more in WWE Champions, plus much more. But we start today, not with DSP, but with Vince Russo. And everyone joked DSP is the Vince Russo of YouTube. And after e-bags like this, kinda makes you wonder, DSP was in Connecticut, Russo's from New York, could they actually be father and son?
I'm not going to acknowledge any of these questions or comments unless there is a super sticker or a donation involved, bro. This is my job, bro. This is my livelihood. This is how I make a living.
Then it looks like Kino Casino is back, and they dressed up like this, Charlie Brown and John Wayne Gacy. However, they have a message for DSP. You need to stop lying. And PPP in particular calls out DSP for lying about the Down from the Rafters account, saying he still has that account, but he won't go full on with the truth. And it's sad, and it's a cope.
When there's scandals or there's bullshit, like, the truth will set you free. And just people have trouble going all the way with the truth, and they'll cope in certain ways. Like Phil with WWE Champions. Let's be real, he still has that account. We all know he still has that account.
But I don't give a fuck.
I don't really care, but he refuses to let the truth set him free.
Yeah.
About WWE Champions.
Yeah.
And I just wish he would just admit, no, I didn't sell the account, because there's no proof he sold it. And I wish he would just be like, yes, I did spend all that money. The truth will set me free. But he has trouble doing that. It's hard. It's hard to tell the truth sometimes.
Not only did they dress up like that, they also dressed up like Willy Wonka and Oompa Loompa. And Snore Hogan puts this out. Willy Wonka ate the chocolate factory and kidnapped the kids. And then you see DSPGAMING in Kino's chat, and he says, let's get some subs! Of course, DSP is a mod in Kino Casino's chat. Then Kino was talking about Hassan and how he has a girlfriend that's a porn star, I believe. And they talk about how multiple guys are screwing her daily. And DSP decides to make a joke about this. Now, keep in mind, he could be talking about his wife and Tyrone in the same sentence. She comes home to me at the end of the day, but she walks all funny, and she's 3 pounds heavier for some reason. Now, of course, he's implying that Hassan's girlfriend is full of cum, but, you know, could be Kat and her burgers, or Tyrone's cum. And not only is he a mod, he's banning people, he's timing people out, and the most outrageous thing, he's also pinning his own chat messages to the top of Kino's chat. And then DSP trying to hype things up on Kino's because he wants those pay pigs back. He wants those people to support him once again, even though they all left. He's left with his core audience, well, what's remaining after he said, fuck you, get the fuck out if you don't like me. DSPGAMING in Kino's chat. Last vid and chance to hit the goal at 100. More subs for me to match with 10 more. And then DSP gifted a sub. I know, that sounds so weird to say. And it went to Duty's Lost Brain Cell. Then remember when he did the interview with Craig? And he said, I'm not interested, fuck you Craig, and hung up. Well, at that point it showed his Discord messages with Craig. And then on the left side it showed all the people in his Discord. And guess what, guys? On his version that he put out, he censored all that. I wonder what you're hiding there, Phil. I wonder what you're hiding. By the way, Lugo was in there. And look at that, guys. We are back to pre-Kino numbers. We got 6 hours ago, 185 views, 114 views, 250 views, 384 views, 181 views, 163 views, 156 views. What a successful businessman. Then, of course, because Kino is back, DSP had to talk about them on his show, and he had to hype them up in hopes that they hype him up and all the people come back and give him money and support him. Because he needs that money, dude. He really, really does. And then we have Darksy at the bottom. This is like stalking a girl's Instagram after she hasn't texted you back in a month. And we have this from David Davidson. Phil is talking about how funny the KC guys are and how much he missed them. I hope Phil gets used as an example of parasocial behavior because Jesus Christ, man. And then we have this comment from Taken L's. The only reason anyone cares about you is Kino Casino. Think about that. And then DSP revealed he's talked to Kino here and there, but they're not really replying to him. They're not committing to shows together. He keeps saying they have stuff in the works. They're talking about stuff. Just like last time he said with Brian too, remember? Oh, me and Brian are talking. We have things in the work. And also when he said with his wife, oh, we're talking, see what works. We have things in the works. Neither one of those happened ever again. And we have 2 cats, 1 roach. It's very obvious that Kino has been either slow to reply or not as keen to collab with Phil as he hoped they would be when they returned. He made no mention of trying to organize a stream with them. He always mentioned something might be in the works. Very fun. Then DSP turned his attention to Cog. And we have this from That Being Said. This is how you don't felt. 1. Cog makes fun of Philip for his begging tactics on Discord. 2. DSP felts Cog. 3. Cog gets $500 reacting to DSP. 4. DSP says that he makes bank and begging works. 5. Cog gets another $500 reacting to DSP. By the way, DSP begged over 250 times throughout this. And then we see the title of his stream. Cog is delusional. 50 view streamer thinks he's bigger than DSP. Then we have Nathaniel. It was true cinema after hearing him rant about Cog's $500 stream that the most successful streamer got only a very sad $80 stream. That will show Cog who's his daddy. Then we got Trigger Point. Please pray for DSP as he's been thoroughly felted by Cog City the last 2 days and he is seething. And we see King's Coffers, $80 out of $150. And then we got Cog's $552 out of $500. Then we have the DSP Historical Society, who says this new DSP is something else.
It's called being a hype man. It's called getting a positive show together, getting people amped for your content, getting your audience wanting to support it by just mentioning they can contribute.
Okay, so let's look at another stream. King's Coffer, $16 out of $150. Cog, $203 out of $300. Wow, you're so successful there, Phil. And then DSP declared his master plan. Phil thinks his mentally stunted moron detractors have been given Cog money, which is what DSP wanted you to do. That is right, all the people he hates, Duty, Cog, his whole plan is to get them to have money, which is the dumbest thing I've ever heard. And then DSP claimed he didn't know who Cog was, and then went on to say he blocked him, but he doesn't know why. And then Cog put this out. For all DSP A-loggers / detractors, ask yourself, why is DSP going on a known PDF file show? Andy Worski from Kino Casino is known for sharing vile images of underage girls, but you won't see anyone mention it. DSP blocked me for informing him. And then Theo adds on to that, DSP claims he blocked Cog because he ruined his use of Twitter. Meanwhile, this is the first tweet Cog sent to DSP. DSP is probably right, he was ordered to block Cog, but most likely blocked him for this accusation. And then DSP still speaking out of his ass. He's essentially saying people are dumb for not realizing that begging people works, and how he's now beyond having to go that low. Now keep in mind, he always said, guys, if you don't give me money, I'm gonna have to eat lunch meat sandwiches. I can't pay my bills. Guys, I'm gonna lose the house. Guys, I need back tax money. Well, no one's giving me money. I guess I'm fucked. He's trying to do the thing where he starts acting like he sets trends and people need to learn from him. And then DSP's cope. After only making 1/3 of what Cog made on stream, he only has 300 viewers on his archive stream. Then we see Phil's videos, 370 views, 224, 338, 469. And then he also went on to say, well, Cog only gets mostly money from one person, then it's little amounts from other people. Huh. It's quite funny when you hit 150 gold though, Phil, and you get $100 from NDO. Funny how that is, isn't it? Or OIC or blah blah blah. And then we have Otter. Phil is back on the Cog drama again. DSP says he is crushing it every day because he's successful. The bag suggests otherwise. Add in a duty video for added drama. And speaking of duty, DSP has hit peak paranoia.
Secretly harvest all of your supporters' info, and somehow in the future you will seek revenge against them.
Then DSP went on to say, side scrollers went right back to obscurity when they stopped talking about Darkside Phil. By the way, side scrollers just hit 100,000 subscribers, Phil. Just saying. Then we see Cog. DSP donos today, $152. Mine, $526. DSP status equals destroyed. And then he started playing videos from Cog, making fun of him. However, there was one video he was quite silent in. DSP plays a random part of Cog's response video saying that PPP exposed himself to people in public. Phil totally ignores that part. Most of the chat knows about it. Remember when he always says, I make nothing on ad revenue, but at the same time, you need to watch my videos so I can get some ad revenue. And he made 3 channels so you could have more ad revenue. Well, this is a quote from DSP. I have 3 channels that bring in tons of ad revenue. Remember when Phil said he makes nothing from ad revenue? And then DSP put out the video where he went over all the Cog stuff, and this is how he titled it. Cog insulted the king? Get felt, peasant. Then guess what, guys? Every single day, DSP is harassing the people that does his merch store for analytics. Even though he's only had 8 orders so far in like 3 or 4 days, he demands every day to see how his stats are. And we have Poem Josh. DSP is already harassing his merch shop people to keep sending him reports on how many things are selling. They gave him a day 1 report and his response was to immediately contact them back asking for day 2 numbers. They haven't responded so far. It'd be funny if he gets kicked off that store because he keeps harassing them himself. Then we have this from Next Gen Guy. Phil can't help but act a fool while reacting to Duty's clip, and yet he still learned nothing. He apparently doesn't know how Shopify works.
They have your address. Oh my god.
Then Duty noticed something about the pictures on the shirts on his website. Looks like the merch shop is lazy as DSP. They printed the logo right over the hoodie drawstring, and there you see the Philomania over the drawstrings. Then remember when DSP talked about Maximilian's dog being part of his content and said that's horrible, it's morally wrong. Well, guess what, guys? He now wants people to send him fan art of Jasper so he can put it on merchandise and sell it. Definitely not exploiting your animals there, Phil. However, Meowblock puts this out. Hey everyone, go buy my new merch. And you see Cat and Phil in Total Recall. Oh, sorry. Total Recall. But apparently not all his audience is happy about this. The Lucky Gremlin was gonna buy some shirts, but your shop limits size up to 2XL. Was kinda bummed out. At least I got a mug. Then we have David Davidson. According to Phil, it isn't a big deal that his online shop gets your info. Yes, everyone knows this will be a thing if you shop online. The problem isn't the website has your info, it's that a known doxer has your info. Then apparently DSP put this on his merch shop. There's no refunds. And we got Duty. What I see from Phil's merch shop refund policy, no refunds. Damaged items need to be returned and evaluated to determine if they qualify for a replacement. Cost to ship back the item is the responsibility of the buyer. Does the buyer pay for the replacement item shipping? And guess what, guys? Yet again, DSP begging because he wants a new PC. And not a gaming PC, he wants a brand new, state-of-the-art, most modern, future-proof streaming PC. I wonder how you got into bankruptcy, Phil. Because you knew this was going to end. The Kino Casino hype was going to be gone eventually. And you didn't save any money at all. And it's all gone, just like the vest streak. Boom, gone in an instant. David, Phil is begging hella hard today because he didn't get an immediate $150. Says he wants to take more days off with his wife, but he can't if people don't show up and support. you better give him 125k a year so he can spend more time off, or you're being evil to him. And then someone asked him about the washing machine. Why don't you replace it? And he said, the washing machine being replaced is being held up because he hasn't had time to pick out a new one. Hint hint, more money for days off so he can. And then apparently, during the demo for Metaphor, his audience was not being very supportive. We got Pred Alien. Remember when getting $50 was enough to keep playing a game? Whiskey Rose Cupcakes. Some people are saying the Iron Chef tip yesterday was withheld on purpose to further squeeze pity tips. I think that's BS, but that's what they're saying. I enjoyed the replay. We got Sakai no Senshai. I get it, but if you go and play something else that everyone wants you to play and you don't like it, people will do the same thing and you'll wind up telling you to drop it or hate you for stopping. We got a Maze Lord. Yeah, it's him. Pred Alien. But he doesn't play games outside of stream. If he doesn't play them here, he won't ever enjoy them. Pedal to the metal. I think the only thing more boring than watching someone play RPGs is watching someone play virtual card games. Even though I would kill to see Phil play Yu-Gi-Oh! Master Duel, LOL. Me personally, I'm not that big into RPGs, I just need more stimulation. But that's my personal opinion. Then we have FTB. He plays one game quite extensively off stream, LOL. And then the whole thing of gimmick came up, the hat, the gunners, the vest. And DSP said, he is beyond the level of using gimmicks to get support. It's now just to be silly when he does it. But remember too, when tips are high, I don't need to play dress up, fuck you. When tips are low, come on guys, if you give me $50 to put on the gunners, $100 the hat, you know, $150 the vest, come on, we can do it, let's put on those hats, dudes. That's pretty funny, Phil, because it's also just a silly thing you did when you directly asked people to give you money for it. Exactly. And then DSP went on to say, if someone gets into his community, the cops will be there in 5 minutes to kick them out or arrest them. And look at the first reply there. Frank Hassel, how sure is he about that? And then I reply about his hatchet behind the door and in his bedroom. And even though he's admitted to using guides in the past, he still says he doesn't use guides and never did. Well, look at that. He just got exposed under his videos there. Recommended. Ultimate demo guide of Metaphor, the game that he's playing right now. Then guess what, guys? For the day stream, he had 128 total bags. Remember when it was like 20 or 30? Now we're at like 130. And then Fonny the Tractor. Let's get those bags up to 150, Phil. I know we can do it. Just hyping. Then look at this, guys. Nightbot Mania is running wild, brother. And the first one is about games you want to nominate for DSP's Halloween Marathon. Second one is for suggestions for improvement, the suggestion box. Third one is for DSP Throwback. And the fourth one is for DSP Merch. Then the fifth one is for DSP Reacts channel. And we have not a wabbit. Nightbot is running chat. Then we have this from That Being Said. Direct quote from DSP yesterday. It works. What you do is hype your stream up in a positive way to make people want to contribute because then they get hyped for it. Can anyone explain what's positive about this pity bag from the very same day? I must be missing it.
Hey guys, I'm back. So at this point, guys, I'm gonna be honest with you. All right, I'm tired of sitting here being like, oh, please contribute, please do this. It tires me out, especially on a night like tonight when I'm playing Street Fighter. Please support the stream. If this stream ends at 28 bucks, it's gonna be awful. I'm just not letting lie. That's shitty. I don't know why people don't like Street Fighter anymore. If that's the case, you know, I would hope that you guys will support in some way tonight if you like it. You know, like the stream, you know, super chat, everything counts. Literally, super chats and tips, everything counts. All right, but I'm just not gonna sit here and talk about it for the next hour. I'm just gonna play the game. All right, it's that simple. I'm just gonna play the game and we're gonna see how it goes. It's too frustrating to have to keep doing it. It's different if we had a social stream where we're hanging out and talking. But with Street Fighter, I'm already so stressed out fucking playing this game. I just don't want to talk about it constantly, okay?
Okay, so let's check out, see how the Metaphor demo is going. DSP rages against his supporters for not supporting.
The villain says, I hope this doesn't end up like Rebirth, where the villain, can we be honest here? Why did Rebirth fail? People stopped showing up, people stopped engaging, and people stopped supporting. When I have a stream of Final Fantasy VII Rebirth, and literally no one in the stream is paying attention to the game. They're all disjointed and talking about other things, and I made like $10 the entire stream. That's why Rebirth ended. If people actually show up, engage, and support this game, I will play it. It's straight up cause and effect. Like, I like it. I want to play this game, but I need people to actually care. So if people care, it will continue. Like, literally right now, we're at $64 of support. If we hit the goal today, that would show that people like this game and want me to keep playing it, correct? So, there you have it. If you like the game, please support it. Please show up for it, and then I'll play it. It's pretty simple. It's, you know, it's definitely not rocket science, but it's hilarious that when I was playing Final Fantasy VII Rebirth, people didn't show up. The people that did show up didn't engage or support, and then I stopped playing it, and all your people bitched that I dropped it. It's like, where the fuck were you? I didn't make that happen. You did. So if you wanted the game to continue, you had to be there and make it happen. This is both my hobby, but a business as well. It needs to work. It's, you know what I mean? But people just don't seem to get it. They just think, well, I can just magically have you play every game ever that I specifically desire, but I don't ever have to watch it and I don't have to support it. No, that's not how this works, right? So, there you have it. If you like it, please support it, okay? Cool.
Of course, like Ludwig here, this is the reason. This is the reason he didn't finish it. Then the end of the stream came, and guess what, guys? Now a demo has killed the king streak. I believe this is 6 or 7. DSP likes the game, but since he didn't hit the tips goal, it doesn't look like the viewers like the game, and he might stop playing it. But only make it $80 isn't bad. It is good.
Alright, so good stream. Like, I really like the game. And now we're in the optional dungeon. It seems fun. It doesn't seem too hard. And I want to do that. And then, you know, then you have the end game. So I think at least another stream in order to finish this demo. But the question is, do I play this more? Do I buy the real game? I don't know. I'm not convinced. As you guys can see, when it comes to JRPGs, we just don't get a lot of people who show up for them or to support them. So there's not much I can really do about that. You know what I'm saying? Like, I can't help that. I like it, but everyone's basically saying to me, right, that, you know, these freaking RPGs just don't have enough people showing up or supporting. It's true. Like, every other game I was playing recently has been doing all right, and not this. And that sucks, because I like this, you know. But I guess what I'll do, I think I will probably play it more. I would like to at least finish the demo, finish this dungeon, finish the story dungeon, finish the demo, and then at least base off of the end of the demo if I want to put it in the rotation or not, okay? All right, but anyway, guys, thank you. This was not a bad stream. It's not like, oh, $80 is not a lot. It's good. That's a good amount of support. I appreciate that very much, and I will see you later in the week for more Metaphor once I get it fit into the schedule, and I'll let you know when I got it there, all right? Thanks, guys. See you.
Then DSP went on to say, he doesn't know why when he plays RPG games, his chat is quiet. No one engages, and attendance is low. It's almost like you didn't learn from RPG Overload, dude. The Meow Block is here with the most awkward, weirdest, most disgusting video of the day.
Do some stretches. Some big stretches. Then we're going to continue. Here we go. No. We absolutely cannot end the king streak on 6. It ended on 6 last time. We can't have that happen twice. No way. There's no way that's happening. What is that stuck in my mic? Piece of hair. We can't have it end on 6 again. We've got to top 6. We got to hit 7. Come on. Let's do it.
That is right, we are now in WWE Champions time! And DSP is now claiming his inputs are not coming out in WWE Champions. That is right, a mobile gacha game where you just press the screen, his inputs are not coming out. By the way, there is also an autoplay feature where the game plays for you. This is such a huge scam, this whole game. And DSP went on to say, if anyone wants to contribute significantly tonight, do it right now. Do it right away. Then he went on to say he wants to buy a second monthly pass for more coins and other items. And I'll get this right out of the way. So far, in all WWE Champions streams, he has spent $1,197. But remember, this is his disposable account for on stream. Then DSP left because, quote, he was low on his drink. Then tips were low, and DSP kept joking, oh guys, I think someone just tipped me $122. Hint, hint. And then NDO, or someone pretend to be NDO, came by, $100 and left. DSP did his poll, and he kept saying for the rest of the night, come on guys, if you do another $100 tip, I'll do another poll. Come on guys, who's gonna do it? Let's do it. Let's do another poll. Totally not an addict at all. And we have Poems Josh. Guys, don't spend money on this game. Guys, I have a disclaimer now to show you I care about gambling addiction. By the way, you have to support it, or I can't play it on stream for you. Your money is what makes it possible for me to do polls and progress. Yeah, so don't you spend money on the game, but give me money to spend money on the game. Then absolutely disgusting, DSP said Rick Rude's gyrations are enticing and he has calves just like him. Then one of the most pathetic things ever, no sleep, real vibes, one of the most pathetic pay pigs out there, R34, I'm gonna assume since it's no sleep, real vibes, that means rule 34. Content legit is one of the few things keeping me from roping. Modern erotic content has gotten so good, especially with a VR headset. So sexy. And that's where we're at right now. If there's any updates, I'll let you guys know. So over to click that like, share the video, leave a comment below, hit subscribe to my other channels on the details of the end cards. And as always, I love each and every one of you. Hope you're all safe, healthy, and happy. Peace and love.